Triptolemus was once a mortal prince and the spirited eldest son of King Celeus of Eleusis. He had always been fascinated by the bounteous crops of Eleusis that swayed beautifully in the wind. His father would often take him to the fields just to admire the wondrous sight of the golden harvest. One day, Demeter, the goddess of grain and agriculture, visited Eleusis in search of her daughter, Persephone, who had been abducted by Hades, the god of the underworld. In her distraught state, she was lost in the unfamiliar land, hungry and weary. Triptolemus, seeing her plight, offered to be her host and showed her the way to his home. Demeter was very grateful and saw the prince's kind heart. She decided to share the secrets of agriculture with him. For days, she taught Triptolemus how to sow and harvest crops. Excited about his newfound knowledge, Triptolemus wanted to use his skills to help others. In gratitude for his hospitality, Demeter entrusted Triptolemus with a special mission, to spread his newly acquired knowledge about agriculture to other parts of the world. Triptolemus, with a heart full of enthusiasm, journeyed to Scythia, Thrace, and other parts of Greece, riding in a chariot, which was pulled by winged dragons. He took with him the heritage of Eleusis and his newly gained expertise, teaching the people how to grow crops and harvest them. As he traveled, he also shared with people the teachings of the Eleusinian mysteries, which were aimed at promoting a greater understanding of the world and the gods. Soon, thanks to his efforts, agriculture flourished, and the knowledge of crops and harvesting was shared far and wide. Triptolemus had become a hero of the people, and his noble deeds earned him a special place in the hearts of all Greeks. He was an inspiring figure in Greek mythology and a symbol of hard work and dedication. Demeter, the goddess of agriculture and harvest, was on a quest to rescue her daughter Persephone, who had been abducted by Hades. She searched for her daughter far and wide, but finally ended up in Eleusis, where she was welcomed by Celeus, the king of Eleusis. Celeus asked Demeter to take care of his sons, Demophon and Triptolemus, while she stayed in their home. Demeter, pleased with Celeus's hospitality, agreed to take care of the boys. However, Triptolemus was sick and was unable to move. Demeter, being a goddess, decided to help Triptolemus by giving him her breast milk, which miraculously cured him of his illness. Not only that, but Triptolemus instantly became an adult upon drinking her milk, as Demeter's powers were beyond understanding. In gratitude for Celeus's hospitality, Demeter planned to make Demophon immortal by burning away his mortal spirit in the family hearth, but was unable to do so due to being caught by Metaneira one night. Demeter, being disappointed, chose to teach Triptolemus the art of agriculture, thus bestowing upon him the knowledge of planting and reaping crops. Triptolemus took this knowledge and went on to educate the rest of Greece about the art of agriculture. He was also associated with the expansion of the Eleusinian mysteries, affording hope for the afterlife. With the help of Demeter and Persephone, who were eventually reunited after being separated, Triptolemus flew across the land on a chariot drawn by dragons, spreading the knowledge of agriculture far and wide. Triptolemus was a beloved figure of Greek mythology, renowned for his important role in spreading the cultivation of grains across the world. As the son of Eleusinian Demeter, the goddess of agriculture, Triptolemus was her agent of fertility and was hailed for his prosperous mission. However, his mission was met with hostility when King Lincus of the Scythians refused to learn the arts of agriculture he offered. The king even attempted to kill Triptolemus, which proved to be a grave mistake. In response, Demeter transformed Lincus into a lynx, a truly fitting punishment. Unfortunately, Triptolemus experienced similar mistreatment at the hands of King Charnaban of Gedi. The king killed one of his sacred dragons, in an attempt, presumably, to prevent his escape from his kingdom. Demeter again intervened, replacing the living being and condemning Charnaban to an endless life of torment. Charnaban eventually passed away, and became the constellation known as Ophiuchus. Even today, this constellation resembles a human figure struggling to subdue a serpent, serving as an eternal warning to mortals to never betray those favored by the gods. Once upon a time, in ancient Greece, there was a figure named Triptolemus who played a significant role in the Eleusinian mysteries. Along with other priests, he was one of the first to learn the secret rites and mysteries of the cult. However, Triptolemus also had a cult of his own, which was separate from the mysteries. His temple was located on the way to the closed-off sacred precinct before coming to the Temple of Artemis outside the Great Propylaea. A bas-relief in Athens National Museum, probably from his temple, depicts Triptolemus standing between Demeter and the Kore, and receiving an ear of grain from Demeter. Triptolemus is often depicted as a young man with a branch or diadem in his hair, adorning serpents while sitting on his chariot. His attributes include a plate of grain, a pair of wheat or barley ears, and a scepter. Porphyry attributed 3 commandments to Triptolemus for a simple and pious life. They were to honor one's parents, honor the gods with fruits, including grain, and spare the animals. Although Celeus or the peasant Dessalles may be considered the primordial illusion recipient of the first gifts of the mysteries, Triptolemus remains a vital figure of Greek mythology and continues to fascinate people with his secrets and interesting attributes.
Do you want to explore more Greek mythology stories? Who do you want to see featured next? Subscribe and leave a comment below to let me know. I'll see you in the next video.